Ladies and gentlemen, I get asked on almost every video I upload what my Runelite settings are. People love the way my client looks, which, hey, I'm flattered by that. So I thought, you know what? I'll make a video and quickly go through it, but I also needed to quickly address the lack of Iron Man Progress Series videos before people are like, what the heck? Did he quit the game? Did he forget about us? No, I didn't. It's actually quite the opposite. I've been putting a ridiculous amount of effort and hours into this next video. And unfortunately, it's still a little ways out, but I want it to be my best video yet. I want this video to be a freaking masterpiece, a banger. I want you all to love it. I want this video to be so good y'all watch it twice, okay? But it's gonna take a lot of time, and unfortunately, it's still going to take a lot more time. So I wanted to quickly touch base with you guys, but also make a video today answering that request that I get all the time. So we're going to quickly go through my Runelite settings. I will say, if you want like a super in-depth video on Runelite settings in general, No Monkey and Sebe both have videos that I think are super helpful. I will put those both in the description. They explain the settings in a lot more detail than I would be able to today. They have a better knowledge on it. I just kind of know what works and what I use. So anyway, I'm going to go through my settings, but if I leave something out, please drop a comment down below and I will do my best to answer it. And yeah, let's get into it. So the first and foremost, I want to say the game client layout that I use is fixed classic layout. I used to use the resizable classic layout, but for the purposes of, I just like the way that the settings that I'm going to be showing you guys today. I like the way it makes the inventory look. I think it makes the numbers and the words when people are in chat, it just makes it look more clean to me. And so that's why I ended up eventually switching to fixed. So yeah, I use fixed, and when you're in the fixed classic layout, you're going to want to go to your Runelite settings. Now, disclaimer, this setting makes your screen huge if you do exactly what I do. And you can tell by the size of my mouse on the screen. You can see it's really small in my inventory. But what I use 1530 by 1006, and this is the Runelite plugin. The Runelite plugin within Runelite plugins. I don't know, that's kind of weird. Anyway, if you make it this exactly, it's going to make your client massive, but it's going to look like this at first. That's because we have to use stretched mode as well. And I will say, if you're doing what I do, it does have to be these exact dimensions. That's because of the ratio of the client size. And again, I don't know what the original client size is, but I think this is like 3 times that. And I don't think you can do 2 times exactly. So anyway, that is that. If you do want your client to be smaller, you can turn a couple of these off in stretch mode. And I also use this 0% resizable scaling. I don't even know what that does. But anyway, usually I use all of them checked, but you can turn a couple of these off and go into Runelite. And then you can, like I'll just drag this to show you guys. So if I drag it, it will let me do it and it's close. So my client's smaller now if you have like a smaller monitor or something, which is nice, but you do sacrifice some of the clarity like on the letters down here and things like that. So that is why I prefer to just use these dimensions exactly. And I think it looks the best. The next thing that's really important after you have stretched mode on with everything checked, your Runelite dimensions, is GPU. So a big reason this looks as good as it does is that I use XBR. If you use like nearest neighbor, you can see it gets real pixely. I won't go through all of these. Bilinear makes it straight up look blurry. It's weird. Anyway, I use XBR and that's how it gives it that super clean look. You can copy all my GPU settings here if you want. I won't go through all these in great detail because honestly, I don't know what a lot of this stuff does. I just know that this is what I use and this is what I like. So also I highly recommend the bright textures. It makes like Inferno Cape and things look better. So anyway, that's GPU. The next big thing visually that I use is the resource packs. And not everyone uses this, but I personally really like the way that it looks. So if you go into the plugin hub, which I should have prefaced this by saying a lot of the plugins I'm going to show you, you're going to have to go to the plugin hub here to probably get these. Anyway, go to the plugin hub, download resource packs. Once you download that and turn it on, you're going to see this little paintbrush down here. You can click that and it's going to load. And then these, okay, I guess it takes a while to load today. Anyway, there's tons and tons and tons of resource packs to choose from. Like, for instance, let's see what 420scape does, shall we? Is this going to take forever? Here, I'll pause the video. Oh my gosh, this looks freaking terrible, dude. But I wanted to show you guys for reference that you can do this if you want. What the hell? It changed the herblore icon, bro. What is going on? Anyway, I wanted to show you guys, hey, this is an option if that's your thing. But anyway, this is if you don't have it on at all, what the client looks like. Now, there is one big complaint I have about the pack that I use, which is OSRS Dark Theme by WLCX. If I turn my prayer on here with the original colors, it's like this like light tannish color that highlights behind the prayer symbol. If I use the resource pack that I use, OSRS Dark, it makes it like yellow. And I really don't like this, but I do like how everything else looks. So it's just something that I live with. But anyway, that is my, I guess, client size, GPU settings, resource pack, layout. That's pretty much, if you turn on everything that I just used, you're going to be pretty close to looking what my game looks like. One thing that I use that a lot of people hate is animation smoothing. So yeah, I use it for whatever reason. It's controversial. I've heard a lot of people say like they just can't stand the way this looks, but I honestly I don't understand why. Honestly, I don't even see much of a difference when I turn it off. Well, see how it's kind of like clunky. I don't know, like it doesn't bother me at all. Anyway, I will quit rambling about that. So the next thing that I use, let's see here, Entity Hider. That's a pretty big one. I use the hide dead NPCs, hide thralls, and hide random events. If you hide thralls, it's good. I think it's the object marker plugin that you can use to give it an outline so you still know where it's at. But I really love hide dead NPCs. That makes whatever monster you're killing, it instantly disappears rather than having to watch a death animation for forever. And then I also have hide random events. This does not hide your random events, but it hides everyone else's. So, you know, when you're sitting there like fishing at Barbarian fishing and you see like 100 frogs pop up and you get annoyed, it's because you don't have this plugin checked on Entity Hider. So use that and you won't have to see everyone else's frogs all the time. All right. I've also been asked about my XP drops. I use the XP drop plugin. Oh, wait, no, that's not what I use. I use Better. Wait, hang on. I apologize. I use customizable XP drops. So if we go into that plugin here, these are the exact settings that I have. I can show you guys the font settings as well. I also use predicted hit. So is there anything where's that rat? There was a rat in here. Where did it go? Where'd the rat go, bro? What the hell? I swear there's always like 100 rats here until I'm actually looking for one. Okay. So, wait. So you see that 1 in parentheses? That is calculating. Now it's a 2. It calculates what it thinks your hit is going to be. It's helpful. Not super important, but I do like it. And then here's my settings for XP tracker overlay and then miscellaneous. So, I think it's important that you have this hide vanilla XP drops on if you're using this or you'll get double. So anyway, I'm just going to quickly show you guys, kind of scroll through so you can see all of the settings that I use. Because again, I can't talk to these intelligently because I'm a bit of a dumbass when it comes to all the Runelite settings. I just know what works through trial and error. So yeah, that's that. Okay, what's next? We've gone through all of those. Went through that. Okay, I think we're almost done. The last two things I had here are really just super helpful. That's anti-drag. These are the settings I use for that with this. I think it changes if you use the bigger client size. So I wanted to show you guys that. I use 8, and I find that that works the best. And then also bank tag layouts. In case anyone's curious why I'm able like to go through and quickly gear for things, it's because I have the bank tag layout plugin on, and No Monkey has a video where he goes through that in super great detail. So I'm not going to spend a ton of time showing that, but I did want to quickly give that plugin a shout out. I think it's super helpful. All right, with that, I think that that is everything. I'm going to pause for a second and double check before I end the video. Okay, one more thing I'm going to quickly talk about. I do use the tile indicators plugin, and I have that lit up to show my true tile, but I have that very thin. I don't like it being, I don't know. I don't know. I've seen some people that have it like cranked up colors and boldness. So I wanted to show you guys the settings that I use for that, because I do think it makes it kind of look clean. I actually kind of don't mind this highlighted thing here, but I don't like the way it looks in videos, so I turned that one off. But yeah, I use True Tile and Destination Tile as well, which I think is helpful. So as you can see, when I click, it highlights the tile I clicked. That's really helpful, so I know where I'm actually going. And then the True Tile is just huge, man. When I see people playing without True Tile, I don't know how they're doing it, because your client, like your character gets to the tile you're running to way before your True Tile. Y'all know what I'm saying. Anyway, I'm going to be honest, probably tried to make this video like 7 times, and I know I'm kind of rambling, and my voice, I'm kind of tired of talking. So I'm going to end the video right here, and hopefully this was helpful. Hopefully it answered any questions you guys had about my client or why I haven't posted a video in a minute. And yeah, just wanted to touch base with you guys. Hope you're all doing well. Hopefully I see you guys very soon with a banger of an Iron Man Progress Series video. We'll catch you in the next one. Adios.